What's up, YouTube? Before I start the video, I want you guys to go ahead and click the like button and the subscribe button for me, pretty please. This is another Brooklyn review video. It is Friday the 16th? Friday the 16th. But by the time you see this, it'll be the 17th, the Saturday. And this is a review for all the new music that has come out this past Friday. So much stuff has been released between like last Friday and this Friday. It is insane. So for the singles, h.e.r. randomly, he released 4 songs back to back to back. I want to say it was either on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not too sure, but I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. He released 4 songs. He released Plain Jane, Furious Ferg, h.e.r. featuring Lil Yachty, Lil Yachty, and he released Nia Long. I believe Nia Long was first that he released. Out of all 4, my favorite is definitely Plain Jane, just because it's kind of like an ode to 3 6 Mafia and like the Memphis movement. That's what it reminds me of. The hook, the chorus, all of that. He's spitting on Furious Ferg, like spitting on Furious Ferg. Like he went off a bit on Furious Ferg. And Nia Long is cute. It's like a little cute like summer bop or whatever. h.e.r. I'm not too crazy about. That's my least favorite, because I just feel like it's like it's a really catchy song though. It's super catchy. But all of those songs are on his SoundCloud. I don't think they're on iTunes or anything like that. I couldn't find them on Tidal, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say that they're all on SoundCloud. And his single art this h.e.r. is really dope. I really like it. The other singles that have come out this week, Feels, featuring, it's a Calvin Harris song, so it's called Feels, and it's featuring Pharrell, Katy Perry, and Big Sean. I love this song. I think I've loved pretty much every song he's released since Slide, because with Calvin Harris, I'm not too crazy about his dance music, and I feel like this is like different for him, and I know a lot of people don't like it, but I love it because it's like the complete opposite of his usual. I do think that his pairing could be a little bit better once it comes to like who's on what track and who goes when, and you know, but the Pharrell and Katy track is actually really dope, and I love and adore Big Sean, but he really was not needed on the song at all. I think that Katy, she has like this little part where she says like feels, like that's all she says. It's like feel, like in between Pharrell's part. I don't recall her having a big part in that song, but just her voice alone on the track and the tone that she's singing in, it fits so perfect. It's basically a Pharrell song with Katy Perry saying like 1 or 2 words, and then there's a Big Sean verse, and I kind of feel like the Big Sean verse is kind of like, it doesn't fit. It's like out like random. I don't know. Coldplay released All I Can Think About Is You, which I think is a really pretty song. I don't know if they're re-releasing their last album, because the single art kind of looks like similar to the last album, and the melody and the beat is really similar to their last release, so it might be for a re-release. So yeah, I don't know about that. DJ Khaled released his 4th single, I think, Shining, the Quavo song, Drake, yeah, his 4th single with Rihanna and Bryson Tiller, called Wild Thoughts. His cover art is also really cute for everything that he has, because the side is so adorable. It samples Maria Maria. I personally feel like the Maria Maria sample is unnecessary, because it also samples Busta Rhymes, and you can hear the Busta Rhymes song and the beat in the back. I don't know if anybody else noticed that or not, but it's definitely put your hands where my eyes can see, I think it is. And it samples that just from when it opens, you can hear it. The Maria Maria sample is kind of just like loud and unnecessary in my opinion. I love Rihanna, duh. The only thing I really got from the song was that she is really, really pretty. Well, from the video, because they released the video. So the video is really pretty. It's very visually pleasing. But usually what isn't visually pleasing when Rihanna's in it, so. The song is really, really catchy. I only listened to it one song. It wasn't a song where I was just like, oh yeah, I have to listen to this again and again and again and again. I'm not too crazy about the actual verses, but the wild, wild, wild part, even though it sounds like she's saying wow, 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 or wow, what, like, it doesn't really sound like she's saying wild, but it's because of her dialect. But yeah, it's an alright song. It's not like, I know people love it. Well, obviously the Rihanna Navy loves it because that's all who I follow, so I only see positive things about it, obviously. But I'm not crazy about it. It is a grower for me. I just think that it's just a catchy song. I'm sure it'll go top 5, if not #1. It's really a summery song. The video, in my opinion, makes the song, because she looks really good and it's summertime and everyone's dancing and blah blah blah. So I think it looks, you know, it looks like it'll be a hit. It's just it's a grower for your girl. Okay, it's a grower for me. Maybe I like it by next week if I just keep forcing myself to listen to it like I do everything else that I don't like. So it's no loyalty, girls. It's no loyalty. Okay. Cardi B released, I think it's called Bodak Yellow, like Kodak. Is it Kodak? What is his name? So one of them rappers. He released a song and she took the beat, matched his flow with it, and she's spinning crazy on it, and it just rides. Cardi B has this flow that I think that people kind of, they don't take her serious, and I think that it's kind of a good thing, because her music is kind of creeps up on you, so you don't expect it to be as good as it actually is, because she came from a TV show and Instagram and all that, so you don't expect her shit to be flamed, but it really is fuego. Like, if you listen to it, like, you're like, oh, okay, you're spinning a bit, your flow is on point, you look good, like, the beat is knocking. So Cardi B she's it, and her little single or whatever that was, you know, that she released, her little random remix, it's a bop, so make sure you go check it out and go listen to it. So let's get into the albums. So the first one that I listened to today was Pretty Girls Love Trap by 2 Chainz. I love 2 Chainz. I stand for 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz is me. I am him. I live vicariously through him. I love the cover art also. The album, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna give it like probably like a 6 out of 10, only because, let me see, he has 16 songs on here, and out of the 16 songs he released 1, 2, 3, 4. He released 4 of the songs way before the album even was in talks of being released, way before we got a date or whatever. And I feel like those songs really could have been left off, especially Big Amount. Big Amount really could have been left off because that was from a mixtape. It was from a mixtape. He didn't have to put it on there. He rides a beat like no other. Like, he rode the fuck out of Big Amount. I like his verse is my favorite part of Big Amount. Like, really listen to what he's saying, the way he's like rides the beat. He fits in the cups of every beat that he's on. He's just dope. He's really, really dope. My highlights are Door Swingin', and Bailan. Is it Bailan? I think it's Bailan. I think that's how you say it. I also like Blue Cheese, which is with the Migos. The Migos have this thing where they can make anything good. It's weird as fuck. I don't know how they do that, but it's so weird. Bailan is with Pharrell, and it is so perfect for the summer. He has to release the song. I really hope I'm saying it right. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Rolls Royce Bitch is also really cute. So is Trap Check, and Sleep When I Die. I really like Sleep When I Die. But Door Swingin', if you're looking for a bop, like a legit bop on this album, because it is a little bit mid-tempo. I was expecting more upbeat songs. Like I was expecting a lot of like, yeah, I love them strippers type songs, but there's not any on here. But Door Swinging is the closest, and it is a fucking bop. Like listen to Door Swinging, period. Okay, so we need to have a serious discussion about Nicki Minaj and where she's going. I need to understand what's going on right now, because Realize on 2 Chainz album is absolute fucking garbage. Like who is that rapping? It's like, that's not her. It's not her. And it sucks because the song is actually pretty good, the way, once again, 2 Chainz rides a beat like no other. And then, you know, she does a chorus, which is cool, and then you get to her verse and it's like horrible. She's like, Papoose wrote an h.e.r record, but I broke Aretha's record. And then she says something else again, and then she goes, but I broke Aretha record. And I'm like, sis, okay, like what are you saying? You, okay, great, you had the most entries into the hot Billboard 100, but how many of them are #1? None of them. So let's try to work on the accomplishments that you need and the accomplishments that you should really be bragging about. So yeah, even in the rap field right now, Rihanna is actually better than Nicki Minaj, and I don't understand what happened between Looking Ass Niggas and this verse. Like what? Or that verse that she has where she says China like 60 times. Sis. I saw someone tweet that she's like those people that tell a really bad joke and then they keep saying, you get it, you get it, you get it. Like, do you get it? And they start laughing at themselves. That's who Nicki Minaj is. That's how she raps. That's like, she does it all the time. It's a vibe. I love the song from when it first released. I just really wish it was just him and Janae, because her voice on that beat is so perfect and melodic. 4 AM is a 2 Chainz song. I'm not crazy about that. Good Drink is like, nah. Riverdale Road, I just like it for the hook. The Riverdale. Is that what he says? Yeah. I like that, and I like when he says, I wore Gucci to your mama house just to leave it there. He's one of those like fly guy rappers. Like he raps about Prada and Balenciaga and Givenchy. Like that's who he is. Before it was just True Religion, but now it's like real shit. Real popular, like, you know, fashionista type, you know, that's who he is now. And I think it's dope. So the album overall is alright. It's not my favorite 2 Chainz album. My favorite 2 Chainz album is still the very first album. So I'm waiting for him to top that. So the next album that I listened to was Melodrama by Lorde. You guys, listen. When Lorde first came out, I wasn't too crazy about her. I remember hearing the song and I was like, I'm out of here for the song. Everybody else loved the song and I'm like, okay, this is stupid. The song is horrible. I don't like her. I'm not into her. She's weird. Then I watched her perform at Coachella. I was like, yeah, she's really weird. She's not for me. And then all of a sudden one day when I was working at Disney World, something just told me to, you know, just play the song, because I just randomly heard it in my head. And I was like, wait, I kind of like this song. It was Royals. So I kind of like this song. It was that, and then I got into Tennis Court, I think it's called. I'm not sure. But those are the only 2 songs that I knew of Lorde. I had never listened to an album, an EP, whatever from her. Those were literally the only 2 songs that I've ever known of Lorde before this album. And now I have to go back and listen to her other stuff, because this album is perfect from beginning to the end. There was not a moment to where I was like, this is a horrible song and it's boring and I have to skip it. Like, it was flawless in my opinion. Green Light, loved it from when it was released. Sober, first of all, she has a Sober 1 and a Sober 2 on here. Yo, like, the instruments on this album, the production is beautiful. Like, it's beautiful, and the way she's singing is even better. My favorite song on here, I want to say it's Sober 1, Sober 2, I mean, sorry. Writer in the Dark, Oh my god. That is my song. I love that song. It's basically like, you know, basically telling the guy like, I bet you regret kissing a writer in the dark because now, you know, your story lives in her words for the rest of your life. You know, like it's just, and the way it's sung is so pretty. The instruments, it's just perfect. And Liability is also one of my favorite songs on the album. Perfect Places. I love Perfect Places. There was another song that she released as a single, but that I wasn't crazy about, but I think on the album it blends in, and I'm not too sure about which one it is. I want to say it's the original Liability. I think that might have been, no, it was Hard Feelings I think she released that I wasn't too crazy about. But Liability, Reprise, and just a regular Liability, it's a tongue twister for me. Absolutely love. Absolutely. Like, her album gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Like, I love her from first listen. I didn't even have to do my 3 tests. Like, from first listen, I was like, I immediately have to play this again and again and again and again. Like, over and over and over. I immediately had to do that. I also think it's too short because it kind of all blends together as one story. So I'm like, oh, why does it have to end? It's so good. I love it. So, but yeah, Lorde, 10 out of 10, girl. You did that. You did that. So the next one that I listened to, okay. So I'm going to be real right now, okay? I'm going to be real. I tried to get through Young Thug's Beautiful Thugger Girls. And I want to say I made it to On Fire, which is the 8th song on the track. And he has 14 songs. At one point, he said something about having a twat on his face, and I was like, okay, this is too much for me, and I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. Your voice is annoying. However, production, lovely production, but just, what are you talking about? What are you saying? Like, you're not saying anything of substance or meaning or care. Like, what are you talking about? The next album that I listened to was Big Boy. He released an album. I didn't know he was releasing an album because I just randomly saw a single on Tidal the other day. And I was like, oh, he's releasing music? And then the next day he had a whole album. It sucks that he didn't promote it, but it's called Boomiverse. Boomiverse, like universe, but Boomiverse. I guess he's still trying to go along with the whole speaker box thing. The album is actually not bad. I got through the whole album, like the whole album, and I think my highlights were All Night, Chocolate, and Freakonomics. Those 3 are the highlight of the album for me. The album isn't really an upbeat album. It's kind of like a mid-beat album, a mid-tempo rap album. It's really decent, actually. It's really decent. It's not like cheesy rap where he's trying to like fit in. It's like Big Boy from Outkast. Like, that's exactly what that's what he delivered. And I think his features were really dope too. He had Jeezy, he had Adam Levine, Sleepy Brown, Pimp C, Gucci Mane, Corrupt, Killer Mike, Currency, Snoop Dogg, you know, like the usual that, you know, the people that you would expect. But yeah, the album is decent. I would definitely say to give it a try. Definitely listen to it. Her was the next album that I listened to, Her Volume 2. And I kind of got into her a little bit later than everyone else. I got into her, I want to say maybe like a month or 2 after the first volume came out. Everybody was kind of going crazy over it. I was like, okay, everybody's posting this damn photo of this cover with this girl in the blue, whatever, shadow. Let me just go listen. So I listened to it and it was alright. I wasn't crazy about it. There was certain songs on there. I don't think it was only like 7 songs. It was alright. And she just released the second volume, which I personally enjoyed way more. I know some people are like they were underwhelmed and all that stuff, but I think it's kind of because she had this huge hype around her the first time, and then I guess the second time people were expecting something even grander. And no, I think that this second volume is so good. It's actually different levels. I feel like the first one was kind of just one long ass song, and I wasn't here for that. So yeah, but this one I really like it. I really like it. My favorite songs on the album are Every Kind of Way, which is the opener. Absolutely love it. Say It Again. Those two, I love the melody and the beat. And what she's saying. Avenue, I also really like. I relate to I Won't. Like, it's basically she's saying like, you can't make me love you because I won't. Like, you can't convince me to be in this relationship with you and to love you and to really actually like you because I won't. So yeah. The last song of the album, which is called Lights Out, hun, basically about sleeping with someone and like you get let's get to the point is basically what the album, what the closer is. Let's get to the point of why we're here. Don't need foreplay. You can leave the lights on. I'm going to be looking at you the whole time because I want to see what's happening. That's basically what it is. And it's the most upbeat song on the album, even though it's still mid-tempo. But I really like it. So I think it's an excellent EP. I think it's better than the first one. That was the last album that I listened to this week. So that is it for this week's music review. Next week I'll be doing the same thing. If there's music or an album or a song that doesn't come out that I'm interested in, I'll probably review some products instead. Let me know if you want me to listen to a certain album to give my take or my opinion on it. I will be officially uploading new videos every Wednesday and every Saturday. So every Saturday it'll be some type of review of some sort, and every Wednesday will be whatever I choose to put up. Alright, so make sure you guys like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next week with a brand new video. Peace out.